So welcome to the Yarima Karama app. So see, as soon as this page opened, there's the live videos right there. That's where you'll go to get the live. Then you got the chat room. And the chat, you got radio chat and you got video chat. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the video chat. You can go in there, set up your own username. Look how sweet this is. Yep, usernames, messages. They got the emojis, the same thing like regular social media. So you can go in there and do all of that. Come up out of this. You're back. Go back to the main page, which is the live streaming page. Okay, now let's go over to the Daily Brew, the shop, and all of that. So once you go on that, you see the money. So there's the GoFundMe, Yarima. You can GoFundMe right there. Boom. It's quick, simple, easy. Then we go to the Daily Brew for y'all. This is morning coffee. You can sign up here. Then there's a member's password. I'll give you that once you get signed up. Then you got my booking information. You can book me out for events. It's all right here in the app. Okay, so then we continue with the shop. My books in the shop. I got Twidwear in the shop. I got the Look It Up shirts in the shop. The Unity Walk shirts in the shop. You can get Twid shoes. I got all 4 of my CDs in the shop. So you can shop there. If you have a product yourself, tell me. We'll get it up in there. Not a problem at all. Then we go to our directory, Black Business Directory. You see this. If you want to be in this Black Business Directory, yeah, there's a cost, but get what we'll make it happen. But most importantly, here you can email me from this. Boom. You can call me from this. Boom. But then shows. This shows is important. If you want to have a radio show, yes, you can do it in the Yarima Karama app. You can have the radio show and people will be able to hear you when you go to the music section of this app. This thing is lovely. Get on board with this, family. So peace, prosperity, salutations. Try again. The video kind of went out. So again, not sure what's going on with the notifications. They should definitely be going out before I go live. I'm on a limited time, so I don't have a whole lot of time to wait. So I did want to touch and deal with this issue of this group. And I know that there's talk, it was on Jay-Z contributed to this organization, Jay-Z's organization, Rock Nation, contributed to this. Here's the issue that we have to deal with as a group of people, that when white people contribute and do stuff, usually, if it's not just give money, usually it's going to be tinged with some type of race or some type of white skin privilege. And I'm talking about this group in Chicago or Illinois area, and this white lady, you know, she's cutting off the locks of guys and the slogan is like, you know, cutting your hair, cutting your locks to lead a better life. And that within itself, that's the problem. And that's the problem with white racism. And when we go with these things and don't challenge them, we then participants in our own demise. We become participants in our own genocide. And I'm sorry, but everything white people do where it pertains to us, if it's not exact, it has to be challenged. I'm sorry. From the most minute thing, because if you're not taking care of the small things, then these big things blossom and start to become bigger things. And so at this point, I think that, you know, anybody cutting their locks, that brother could have went to a barber and got his locks cut if he wants to just lead a better life. But it's always dealing with the hair of melanated people, where that's our power. Our locks, having long hair, short hair, that's not the problem for melanated people. The problem for melanated people is white racism. The problem for melanated people is a group of people that look at us as nothing more than subservient slaves and have always looked at us as that. The problem with melanated people in this country, we have always been looked at as second-class citizens, even though we were here first, and this is actually our land in the land of our ancestors. So do that. When we do that, we continue down that same path that has been laid out prior, in the same things that have been for when our ancestors were brought over. And our ancestors that already lived here. So I'm sorry, you know, but at the end of the day, cutting your locks and cutting your hair, no, that's not gonna solve racism. Now, there was talk, well, brother actually wanted to do that and he said it, then it should be all good. But still, that depiction itself, the depiction itself goes out. That goes viral. That went out to everybody. Picture again where a black man to get his locks cut, his hair cut in order to lead a great and prosperous life. And I'm sorry, that's it. It's just that's just foul. And it's white racism, white skin privilege at its ultimate. And whether the lady met or not is irrelevant. At this point, if white people want to help melon people, give resources. Give resources, money. That's it. Because anytime what happens is white people decide, oh, I want to help. There's racism attached to that. There's white skin attached to that. And a lot of times, many times, most times, if not all times, you fucking do more damage than you do good. More damaging. That depiction is not a good shit. But again, it's white people wanting to can fix it. The God complex. And that's just not cool, man. That's just not cool. So, but we have to take some responsibility for that as well as Mel. We have to take responsibility for that. And the fact of the matter is we have to take responsibility by even adhering, by even putting our faces up there. Why didn't she put a white guy up there cutting his long hair? Why didn't she, why was a picture put up of a white man with long hair down his butt? And her cutting that. See, they're not going to put that shit up there. That could have easily been put, or one of these white boys that got locks. I'm sure white boys in Chicago with locks, they got them everywhere else in the country. Why wasn't that picture put up? White boy with locks, cut his locks off. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, let's stop being participants in our own enslavement. Let's stop being participants in our own genocide, and let's see devils for who they are. If they want to help, give money. That lady ended up getting over $200,000, I believe, because she was trying to solicit. She's soliciting Trump for help. She's at curfews in Chicago because of gun violence. Well, no, aren't you asking for the police to stop dropping fucking in the black community? Why aren't you asking for that? Why aren't you asking for PD to stop dropping off guns in the black community because they want to keep a damn gang war going? See, and the teaching moments as well. These are teaching moments. Instead of fucking people getting in front of these peckerwoods and always smiling and showing, you should be teaching. You should be teaching. If they really want to help, then they need to know the full story that your own constituents are the ones who are placing this shit in our communities. That simple. So until we get on that, boom, you know, it's really going to be fruitless. We're going to continue moving back down the path of long-term racism and long-term enslavement and subservience, and we're going to always be the face of those that we're going to always be the face of that group who's always smiling and bojangling for people. We're going to always be that group for them. And you know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And yes, I think that black people think that Jay-Z or black people should question Jay. Absolutely, I do. Fucking right, I believe that Jay should be questioned. Also, do I think so? On the Breakfast Club today, they asked the question, particularly CH, ain't nothing God about that nigga, but CH asked the question, well, does this eliminate all the other good that she did? Does this eliminate all the other good that this she devil did? And my thing is, absolutely it should. And here's why. So should this, the question was, should this, and she admitted and came out with an apology. But the question was, should this act right here eliminate all the other good that she has done or they have done? I don't know her organization. I'm not familiar. But my answer to that is yes, absolutely eliminate all the other good that she did. If it applies to us, it should apply to them. This thing with Bill Cosby. White people, you know that every other thing that he did was eliminated. Every other good thing that he did, and I still don't believe he did that with those women, but white people believe it. So their thing is every other good thing that he did was eliminated. They took him off the Walk of Fame. Some of the schools that he donated to wanted to put that one act. So if this woman can put out, this woman is practicing racism and white skin privilege, and again, that's exactly what the fuck it is. That's exactly what it is. Why didn't she have a white boy up there cutting his hair? Why didn't she have a white boy up there cutting his hair? Why didn't she have a white boy up there with locks cutting his locks off? They always want to make black people the face of subservience. And so I don't care about, well, was culturally unaware. Fuck that. She should have known. She should have known. If you want to speak out on the black community, then you should know the black community well enough to know that this is unacceptable behavior. You're calling on Trump to get a curfew. No, why aren't you calling on the CPD to stop drops in the black community? So I don't give no fucks about, oh, she was misinformed, or yeah, she's trying, because you don't give us the same, you don't get that same energy. You didn't give Michael that same energy about, oh, well, this is one bad thing, his whole career shouldn't be put. No, that man had to go to prison and then come back out and now do the cooning that he's doing to get back in favor with white. Well, fuck that. So should she be up under fire? This negate all the other good shit she does? Absolutely, because how America moves. That's how this country moves. You can do all your goddamn life, but boom, as soon as something goes wrong, they drive that stake into you. They drive in. So no, it should be no different for her. Shit, they got me pegged as an ex-felon and I didn't even come on. Got me pegged as an ex-felon. All the good shit I'm out here. Guess what they say? You still went to prison. Well, bitch, motherfucker, I wasn't even guilty of that shit. But because I'm black, because you could put a case on me, it's easy for you. Yeah, you're a throw. All the good shit that you do now, it doesn't matter because you have one thing. So yes, that should apply to her ass as well. I have no fucks about all the good that she's done, because I would have to follow it. And at this point, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the good you did. You did this right here. And this is racist, white skin privilege at its best. So for white people that want to help people, stop it with the fucking God savior complex. You want to help, give money. You want to help, give money. That's what you do. Give money. I don't need you cut my fucking locks for help. Because I know some black men that got locks. I had locks down to my fucking back of my knees. No, and I was doing hella work out here and still am, whether I'm bald-headed or with locks. So stop it with the you'll lead better lives with if you cut your locks. Because I know black men out here doing miraculous things and they got long locks. I got a partner out here doing miraculous things. Shoot, he just cut his locks hit the ground. So stop it. They always want to come at our hair. Ever notice that? They always got an issue with that. Ever notice there probably is a power? As a matter of fact, I know there is. There's no probably about it. There's a power in your hair. There's a power there. But I don't care that she did good acts. If it's got to be, I bar none across the board. If you can't give Bill Cosby that same energy, you can't give Vic before he was on some coon shit that same energy. I don't want to hear it. Shit, Michael Jackson been dead all these years now, and they still trying to bring him up on shit. Shit that wasn't even proven. Shit that wasn't even proven. But look at all the good that Mike did while he was here. They still trying, even though he's been dead for a minute, still trying. How these crackers move. So I ain't got no sympathy for them. I don't care. No, whatever good she did, that shit is washed away with right here. She can apologize all day. Don't. You want to help melanated people? Give resources. We don't need fucking scissors to cut hair. You want to help melanated? Give money. That's always been my thing with white. And sit back and shut the fuck up and listen. Whenever you try to interject, you're interjecting from your standpoint. And your standpoint is white racism and white skin privilege. So you, even in your thinking that you're helping melanated people, that within itself, if you haven't sat down with melanated people and found out the best of them, if you haven't done that, you're doing nothing but exuding white skin privilege. You haven't done nothing but exude. If you're sitting back watching, oh, I think this is the best way to help them, it's white skin privilege. That's white skin privilege right there. White skin privilege. So we ain't going to play games with it. We're going to call it what it is. We're going to call it what it is. Whenever you motherfuckers decide, oh, I want to help, it's always white skin privilege. Give some resources. Give resources. Give resources like Jay-Z gave her resources. Donated to her. Ain't donated to the Unity Walk out here, trying to connect melanated communities around this country. He ain't donated to our organization. Come on, man. But this woman got a guy up, cutting his locks. That shit goes viral. No, always notice the shit they want to go viral. That's how you know they with the algorithms. So they got a young black man up here and don't care that he agreed that he wanted his locks cut and that he wanted a better. I don't care about that. The picture, it sells 1,000 stories. I don't care about his side of it. It's the depiction of the picture out here that goes viral, that they want to go viral. Look at this white woman cutting his locks. Do you know the psychological effects that has on melanated people worldwide? Wide. She didn't give a fuck that. And Jay should have given a fuck about that. Jay should have given a fuck about that. And that's part of the problem, man. They don't. That's why it's white skin privilege. And can apologize all she wants. You can't tell me that bitch didn't know what that pig gonna do. You can't tell me that. You could see, just take a look at bitch's picture. You could see it, she's standing behind with the scissors and the smile on her face. That's a she-devil, man. Fuck that devil. She knew what the fuck she was doing. Stop playing games, man. So yeah, for those people that want to help, give money. Give money. Keep fucking scissors at home. Give money. Give resources. Otherwise, stop talking about you want to help because you open. Give money or resources and give them to organizations out here on the grassroots level. No, Al Sharpton don't need, his organization don't need money. Rainbow Push, no. That ass nigga Jesse Jackson, he don't need it. Them niggas ain't doing nothing. Give it to the people that actually are out here doing the work. Grassroots. If you about grassroots organizations, then that's who your money should be going to. That's exactly who it should be going to. Let's stop it with the shenanigans, man. And stop pretending these people was helping. Oh, she was trying to help. No, she wasn't. Cutting somebody's hair off? That's helping? Shit, he could have went to the barber and got that. Shoot, I'm sure he could have went and found a black barber and said, man, I'm trying to change my life, man, but I ain't got no, could you cut these locks off? And I'm sure a black barber would have done that shit. So, man, stop that shit, man. Let's stop playing fucking stupid. Because they got us pegged as stupid anyway. And you see the depictions like that, that just verifies minds. Yep, we got them. Niggas out here willing to cut their locks, man, cause they done led people to believe, oh, it's your sagging. No, nigga, when people was wearing these suits, suited up, we still hanging from trees, so stop it. Could never be about the sag, could never be about the... It ain't that, that's the excuse they use to kill. What excuse was they using when people was when brothers and sisters was out here, brothers was in 3-piece suits? What excuse was they using then to kill? That, man. Peace, I'm out. Again, connects, we got Unity Walk coming up again. Sorry about the late notification. You can go back and watch the start of the video. Get the notifications out sooner. We're working on that. But yeah, a Unity Walk coming September 1st this month. A couple weeks away now. Actually, I don't even think it's a couple weeks. It's a little bit less than 2 weeks now. We're going to be in Cleveland, Ohio, and East 72nd Street. That's at Gordon Park in Cleveland, east side of Cleveland. So looking forward to that. We have another Uni Walk coming up in Brooklyn. That's going to be in October. And keep you up to speed on that. And we're still looking at Tennessee. And I believe they're setting one up for Orlando, Florida. So I will keep you up to speed on all of those. So bring more people over, invite more people over. We have quite a few people that have downloaded the app. I'm not getting back on IG. I've been asked to set up page and all of that. If I was to get on there, it would only be to set up a page to lead more people over here to the app. I don't know that I want to do all of that work. This is where I'm working from. Not sure that I want to do that work. So this is where I'm going to be at. I'll do some posts periodically. I still got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I'll do some posts over there to lead people back over here to the app. So with that said, share the app, get the information. Don't be selfish with the information. I love you all. Make sure you see your chat. Set up your chat name and all of that so we can in the chat. That's available. If you want to have a radio over here, that's available. So share that information. With that said, peace, prosperity, salutations. I love you all. I have a splendid rest of your day. I'll be back at you later. One.